Alright guys, welcome back to Crypto Harmonics. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Appcoin. I've been trading a lot on Binance and KuCoin recently, and I'm finding some really good opportunities there. So I want to share them with you guys, and we're going to take a look at Appcoin on the charts here and see why this was a good entry and maybe what's a good exit. And then I'm going to take a brief look at their one-pager and just kind of see some fundamentals that got me into it as well. All right, let's check it out. So you can see them here, a little under $3. The market cap's not showing because the circulating supply isn't showing. And in fact, this actual total supply is wrong as well because they had a token burn. You can see here on their Twitter, this was on January 9th, a couple days ago. So the actual true circulating supply of Appcoin is 98 million. So you can do the math on that, times that by 3, and you've got a little under a $300 million market cap with a total supply of 246 million. So these guys have some pretty decent volume trading right now. Like I said, let's see, Binance. I've been trading it on Binance. Yeah, Binance is the only place you can actually get this this coin here. So if I flip back over to the charts here, let's look at this. So I originally let the trade room know when I had this little wedge here, I was keeping an eye on this because honestly, I just kept seeing it hyped everywhere. It was just being shilled on YouTube and Reddit and everywhere. So I wanted to keep an eye on that and just kind of see if it was going to get a nice little pump. I think we're still due a nice move on it, and I'll kind of talk about that here in a sec. But it did come up, and then it's kind of come back down and had this pretty solid downtrend for the last couple of days. So I had this area boxed in saying, well, if it'll come back down into this area, I'll start accumulating. And even if it does come back and try and touch this top green line, I think that's a good spot. Anywhere in this 18,000, 19,000, 20,000 Satoshi range, because I'm looking for a first target of around 30,000 Satoshis. So that would be the first area I would be looking at actually taking some profits and going back into BTC. So and then on the downside, if you watch this thing and if it just can't seem to get the traction and it does break out of this box and out of this little these two bars here that I have pegged in, if it comes below that and comes below this A point here at around 14,000 Satoshis, I think it's probably going to fall quite a bit further, maybe even below 10,000 Satoshis. So I'm hoping it doesn't because I've accumulated a position here and here. So I'd like to see a move up to 30,000. And then if it really does gain huge traction and maybe has some big news or something like that, this is my super optimistic target of around 42,000 Satoshis, which that would be a really sweet move. If we look at the market cap here, if we say we're sitting at around $300 million market cap right now at this place, if it does come up here, that's getting close to doubling. We'd be at about $500 to $600 million market cap at this range if BTC stays relatively the same in price. So, which I think is still reasonable, especially in this market right now, given some of the stuff that they want to do. Let's check that out. You can see their website here, some of the stuff that they're wanting to do, advertising, in-app purchases. They actually have a video on their website where you can watch them do in-app purchases with their app coins. One of the things that I like is that they're already connected with Aptoid, and so Aptoid has a ton of downloads and apps. You can see 4.6 billion downloads right now and running. So that gives them a good entry into the app space already. Another thing they have that I like is a one-pager. If you guys aren't familiar with one-pagers, you've probably definitely heard of white papers. This is just a more succinct version, kind of a condensed version of a white paper. And just it's a good like 5-minute read. If you guys want to read that, that's on their website as well, and you can kind of go through and see some of the. They basically talk about the problems that they want to fix with the inefficient app economy there. So, and then they have some numbers on their tokens and everything. So anyways, but for me, like I said, basically I'm more looking at the technicals here. I like this. One of the things too that comes to mind is the fact that they are only listed on Binance right now. So we know what can happen when coins get listed on new exchanges, KuCoin, Cryptopia, you know, some of these other exchanges that list small coins like this. But I'm not expecting this to go 10x, and for obvious reasons. This is not one of those coins. This is a nice double, possibly triple move, but it's not going to have a 10x move anytime soon, in my opinion, just because of the valuation that it's sitting at already at $300 million. I think they've got a long ways to go before they get to that spot. So, all right, guys, that about does it for me. I think going forward, I'm going to switch it up a little bit and just keep the videos shorter, not do as much in-depth technical analysis, and save that for the trade rooms. Speaking of which, if you guys aren't in the free Slack, you can join that. I post in there probably once or twice a day, and different trade setups that I'm looking at. And yeah, so I just want to keep things a little bit shorter. I think YouTube's better for that, and then save the in-depth stuff for outside of that. Last thing here, I am looking at Bitcoin. I just want to make you guys aware. I am looking at this level pretty closely today. If it can get a close above this green line, I think we might get a little pullback and then head higher into the 15s, possibly 16s. But if we can't get a close above this green line here pretty soon, and it just kind of keeps falling down here and breaks this 12.8 level, I think we're probably, if I can scroll out here, I think we're probably going to go back and test this A point here, which is around 10,400, 10,500. I think that's very, very possible if we don't get some upward movement here in the next day or two. So, all right, guys, that about does it for me. Take care, and I'll see you next time.